Hi, my name is James.
My name is Sarah.
My name is Holly.
My name is Rory.
My name is Daniel. I'm a third-year film student, and I'm doing SCP.
Wonderful.
I'm not an actor.
At the end of most creative degrees at QUT, students have the opportunity to put everything they've learned into a final major project in a unit called SCP, Situational Creative Practice. For many, SCP is the last paragraph in this chapter of their lives, the final brushstroke, the end scene of their academic journeys. Amongst each of the 8 larger projects, QUT's emerging artists will devote their time, energy, and skills to multiple roles in order to bring together a variety of artistic works in collaborative teams, working with other students across many, many creative fields. Almost every day of our lives, we will see an artist's work, but rarely do we see an artist work. Today, we want to truly take you behind the scenes of just some of the projects that QUT students have undertaken this semester in SCP, from film studio, animation studio, and QUT's own Vermilion record label. Follow us while we follow them, planning, producing, and prevailing as they conquer the mountain that is SCP, up until they say those 3 final words. That's a wrap.
Right on set, everybody. We're going to go for a take. Actors, you all ready?
Yes.
All good. Let's get muddy. All right. Cameras rolling. Well, we're rolling.
3, 2, 1, action, Johnston. Three, 2, 1, action, Baily.
Oh yeah! Oh man! This is the best time ever. Come on guys, let's do this! Yes! Wait, what's going on? Come on!
Keep back at him, guys. Keep back at him. Keep back at him.
Wait, no!
Can you just start off?
Oh shit! No guys, please!
My role as an associate producer was pretty much to assist the producer, Sienna, in regards with anything that had to do with pre-production or like while we were shooting, and post as well. Helping the rest of the above the line team just offload the workloads a little bit so we can all work together to produce this piece of film, I guess you could say, that is like that we want to make sure is the best as possible.
I love too that his boots are like getting all the and shit.
You're like facing the wrong way.
Let's do the POVs.
Okay.
In the pool.
Yeah.
Alex. We could even, if we want to do a tracking shot, we could even get them doing a track through here, if anything. Yeah. And then we can still do that POV over the top. And then we'll go upstairs and then we'll move out to the car. Yeah.
VP, virtual production, is very much, it's a broad term. If we're going to talk specifically what we did with Splendor and music video, we're going to call this in-camera visual effects, or like LED wall stuff. Virtual production is a lot of things. It's pre-viz, like tech viz, motion capture. A lot of the digital stuff that you see happen in movies can be called virtual production.
The VP shoot was really cool actually. So we had I think we ended up with about 15 different extras on the first day. So what we were pretty much doing in the VP studios was we were recreating some of the concert environments. So we wanted it to look like we were watching an artist perform on stage and we were looking into the crowd. So we had a lot of extras, jumping, dancing to the music. We had actual music going on in the studio to kind of enhance the experience. And then on the second day, we only had the one extra, and we kind of centered it around him, and he was just looking at the devastation that had occurred in the campsite and in the campgrounds as well. So yeah, that was really cool.
Well, that all sounds absolutely wonderful. I did hear about a calibration issue.
They were playing. Yeah, they were playing. Yeah, like the Undertaker wrestling.
Sorry team, just a quick update. I do apologise again. As the temperature sort of went up, trying the cameras all around, so it's super sensitive, so it's kind of a little freak out at the moment. We're just going to recalibrate. It's going to take 10-15 minutes, so if you do want to go for a break, a coffee or a drink or whatnot, or you're happy to sit around and watch how it all goes, totally up to you. But again, do apologise. It was all up and running before everyone entered, so. But no, thank you for your patience. We will be going soon. But yeah, up to you if you want to have a quick break, go outside, whatever it is. But if you want to stay and watch,
Yeah, we have our tech viz day, which is like basically a whole day, like a bump in day, basically, kind of what you do for the TV studio. You bring all your stuff in, you get everything set up, you do like run throughs or anything like that if you need to do it. Which we did. We got everything working. Everything was working fine. I spent a couple of hours that day just setting up like the LED wall, the motion capture stuff. So Monday, we turned it on. It was great, working fine, perfectly. I was happy. I'm like, thank God. Come like 9:30, we start bringing people in, and I can just see the camera just like slowly like starting to like wig out a lot more. It's like, fuck. So we actually had to recalibrate the whole motion capture system, which usually you can get away with doing like a cheat kind of recalibration where you just recalibrate the camera, but we have to do the whole thing. So yeah, that was fun.
we run it past and just she's running past, go and grab this one. He sees it come and steps out and just like grabs it as she runs and like throws it down here.
Okay, well.
Obviously we're not throwing anyone.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Well, I hope not.
So scene one is about introducing the audience to be and a place within a world. We see that she has what she has to do to survive within this harsh environment. We quickly realise that she's not welcome here. The yellow bits are the actions, everything else is just about the environment and extra filler stuff, so that's the only bit you need to look at. The purple stuff is anything to do with the emotion. So the camera will be here looking straight at her as she's running.
Yeah.
Like just handheld cam will be like all shaky and crazy.
Sounds neat. Yeah.
Then probably a POV of the citizen who's like seeing the thing go past like that.
Yeah.
And then slow-mo grabbing this and getting grabbed. And
Yeah.
then, like, throwing it and going back.
And where's the camera now?
And then when it's down from the alleyway, it'll be over the shoulder from the vendor.
From the vendor?
Looking
Cool.
down at me. And then we'll do the reverse, looking up at the vendor.
No.
Thank you.
Stop it! Stop! Whoopsie, no!
Oh no.
So our project is an animated short film, similar to any sort of Pixar short in that sort of 3D style. So our story is about a young girl who lives in a dystopian city, and she tries to escape through the desert to make it to the oasis. And she finally comes across a water creature who can help her accomplish that task. But along the way, she ends up making a friend and ends up sacrificing herself to get the friend through. But then he comes back to save her anyway, and they happily ever after.
The actual thing can be like a barrel, change it to a barrel.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a barrel. Actually, we like,
Yeah.
shit. We got stuff like that.
And I'm like, oh, dude.
Yeah, well, dude.
So what happens with Strachan is you've got all the cameras around the room, and it detects all the dots on the suit, and then Strachan will triangulate the data into a character, which we can then move into motion model, where we retarget the data from the motion capture into our characters, and then from there we can stream the data from motion builder into Unreal, so we can have it like in scene. It's pretty sick actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's just convoluted as we've got like 3 computers.
We are reporting live from the streets of Hong Kong, where a young girl has just crashed through this store and stolen a bunch of items. Let's hear what the citizens have to say about this. So, how are you feeling right now? Oh dear, that sounds horrible.
Maybe you shouldn't have your most priceless items out on display for people to be able to steal them.
Why?
Hey, my stuff got stolen too.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Good point. But still, you shouldn't have your most priceless stuff on display. Have them in the back. Do you have no
That's
training?
not what it's about.
That's the sort of
We
thing
have to clean up the rabble. The scum on the street.
It's just a regular 4 o'clock robbing. 4 o'clock robbing.
For mocap suits, there are people filling them. What's it like working with another body in the space of an actor?
I mean, that's something we don't really have that much experience with in animation, especially. So that was definitely something new to work with, but the actors we have been working with, they were very talented and they helped us fill in the gaps that we didn't know, so they were really, really good to work with.
Yeah, so compared to working with a team of animators, working with actors, it was actually much more easier to convey sort of the emotions of the characters rather than the technical side of things. Whereas if we talk to our own team about the script and the characters, the first thing we think about is how do we animate this? How do we make it work technically? Whereas if we speak to the actors, the first thing that they think about is, you know, what are they feeling? Why would they do this? You know, and especially with our main character who has a mechanic leg, so they really sort of help solidify how that's going to affect her emotions and her journey and whatnot. A big thing that I think is very important is you're not just managing, you're making sure you're building an atmosphere that everyone feels like they're a part of something bigger than just a assessment, because that's what we're aiming for. We want this film to go much further than just assessment, which means I've got to treat my team as something that is not just students.
I know, it's kind of fun. Me and Holly had to go on.
Yeah. I'm ready? Sound ready? Rolling. Scene 1, plate 2, take 5.
Good, so good. Then let's get some music, please. And sing your little heart out, Cass. Good, cut. That's gonna get so confusing later with the yellow. Okay.
So I've been in 2 projects. I was in the Splendor in the Mud documentary where I did virtual production, and then I was in the M music video in which I directed. We had one of our team members is actually a dancer, and then we got to work a lot with the Vermilion team, so the discipline is obviously music. Getting to work with them really exposed me to how those processes worked, which, you know that effort goes into making dances and making music, but you never realize how much work goes into it. And it wasn't until I was actually working really closely with them that I suddenly realized, wow, these people do a lot more than I thought they did. So I kind of really started to grow my respect for them. Not that I didn't have any respect for them before, of course I did, but now I just have so much more and I really appreciate what they do. And they also got to bring a different perspective of it, you know. The idea I originally had for the song, once I actually spoke with a person that works in music, he kind of gave me these ideas of, you know, this element could work with this really well with this kind of film element. And so we got to kind of collaborate on that a bit.
Ready? Rolling. Sound ready? Rolling. Scene 2, plate 1, take 3.
Dan, can we play music?
I am the first AD and the production assistant for
This is M music video.
How does it sort of feel to be like behind the camera-ish now as opposed to last time when you were sort of in front of it?
It's a bit weird, I will say, because I am more in front of the camera, on stage kind of person. But it's nice to kind of see like stuff come together and be able to give like an outside eye, because when I'm a dancer, I don't get to really see the full product. It's definitely a lot more comfortable for me because I can kind of give a bit more of an input from my dance knowledge and background. But yeah, it's been fun.
Can you bring your other one like on her arm as well? I feel like both arms. Yeah.
We can take the lighting a bit.
Oh, we need one like. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, we need one like up. We need one up there, but have your left one on arm, your right one up. Yeah, give space between your right elbow, not your left one. Just not like it, don't make it look unnatural, so that you can crawl underneath with your right arm. Yeah.
Scene 1, slate 3, take 2.
20, please, Dan.
Five, 6, 7, 8. Move 2, 3, 4.
Oh, cut. Love it. That was so cool.
So dancers, your hands are already on her, and then you come in with the phone, and we'll just record for about 30 seconds. We are lucky that we had such an amazing team. Everyone worked really well together. Everyone got along super well. We all had a lot of fun on the shoot. We just all kind of clicked immediately. We all were super passionate about the music video and the concept, and we're all super proud of it. Our entire team was incredible, and everyone worked so hard. Charlie was an amazing producer. She made sure she got everything that needed to be done. Working with Savannah was, she's very, very funny. And it's great getting to have a dancer's perspective on things. It was also interesting getting to kind of work with someone who hasn't had as much experience on sets as the rest of us have, and getting to see her learn and kind of see the process was really fun. But everyone on the team, it was just like incredible. Everyone was so happy to do what they did. Ollie, it was our DOP, he was super willing to help out Venus in other ways, so he did her photo shoot and stuff for her, and he has such an eye for amazing cinematography, so everyone was just amazing to work with. We're hoping that if the music video does well, it gets good kind of reactions from people. We'd like to see if there's a possibility to kind of put it into music video film festivals. Okay. If not, we're just really hoping that it ends up being something we're proud of, which at this point it seems like it will be, but no matter where it ends up, we just want to be happy with it.
Do you know what that means, everyone? What does that mean? That means we've breastfeeded!
So I'm mostly involved in the music sector of SCP, in Vermeer Records, and currently I'm in the position of the studio coordinator, so a little bit of on top of all the music production side of things there. And as a part of that role, I've been all over different projects and recordings like the Vermeer Presents live recordings, different artists recordings, like the podcasting recordings, and so much of the audio side of things. It's really interesting seeing how the different disciplines work and organise their creative process, where all this organising with the lighting and the crew and the different sectors, the sound, how many different roles can be assigned in the film thing, compared to music, where music, it can be a lot in music as well, with like the music production, the performer, being a technician, that kind of thing. But it was really mostly interesting to see how different disciplines process. With the Venus project, where I've been on the music side of that and producing her track up, it's been great. Like going back and forth with Holly, who's more on the film side of things and directing the music video. And So it's been great, you know, over the weeks we've known each other, you know, going back and forth, you know, me sending like the newest version of the song and then her coming back and talking with Venus, you know, showing her the storyboarding and the vision ideas and what planning's going to go into the photography and the photo shoots.
I still haven't even seen all the multi-cams from up here.
Yeah, I didn't get to go.
How was working?
Thank you, Grossness. No, you're
I should have got the dolly receipt.
Yeah, I know, that's what I keep saying.
We could have camera one just focused on the instrumental.
Hey, can you hear me in this?
Yeah.
Hey, can you check the cable, the right cable coming out of the interface on Ryan's thing?
Dude, it's been pretty busy. Should I really say dude though? I don't know. So tonight we did Ryan Kelly's With Me and Presents, like recording, like live studio recording. We did about 14, 15 takes of the set with the film crew, getting the footage for it.
Teach me to fly. I don't know. Yeah,
Stuck in my head.
Weird bass. That's actually
That one was really small. I can't understand.
Oh, another thing, right?
I can't see using that new studio desk. It was really, because, you know, in those kind of rooms, they look so intimidating with all the dials and all the controls, you know, and you know, you'll be setting up everything and, you know, you hit play to hear the music back, but, you know, the sound doesn't come out. And then it's like, okay, which one of these thousands of buttons is the one that's not letting me hear the signal? It's been, and then you got to comb over the whole desk and get a few eyes looking over it. And with that kind of, that day at With Me and Presents, it was a bit of that, where it was like, okay, which button is it?
Oh, that's going to do. Really, we do that? We can try it. I reckon we try it. After this take, yeah. I was getting so confused. So then what? Look at this and look at that. Yeah, I didn't even look up at the top. So what are we doing? We're trying to put the vocal switch compressor. And
oh, that's compressor?
Yeah, it's a top thing that we're going to press one of these buttons up here. For the dynamics.
Post thinking a pre-insert, you're pressing eyepiece. How many compressors are there?
Sometimes be in and then sometimes out?
No, because I think most of the wide is going to be, but let's play with it a little bit.
Like that's a nice two-shot.
That is, and we don't really have heaps of them, so
Yeah.
I'm happy for you to play around and go in and out of it instinctually, but can we just do a practice, a couple of practices with the wide?
Yeah.
Turn it on, yeah.
Hang on, sorry. We just gotta. We're just wanting to try and add some compression to the vocals just a little bit. So we'll just try that out
Is
for a
that
second.
kissing the whole time? It's been really great having that partnership, really, with, you know, different disciplines, you know, like a colleague kind of thing. And it's been interesting and really fun, honestly, to, you know, share that experience. That we're both going through this together, even though we're in the different disciplines. We're trying to reach the same, you know, outcome, the creative outcome.
It kind of helps to expand your thinking, and it helps to directly contribute to your vision as well.
Making the connections while you're still a student is definitely important.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I always say that SCP is one of the greatest subjects that you can do, especially in your third year, getting to leave with a bunch of projects that you have and that you're hopefully happy with. It's an amazing thing to actually get to be on set for a few days and work on a project that you ultimately will get to show off to people and you own instead of something that the university necessarily owns. So I would just say that SCP slays.
And with all of these projects drawing to a close, these creatives may have come to the end of their time as students, but they've only just begun their journey as artists.
And I'm trying to say this all from your side. So I'm fine, I'd be better if I didn't have to be putting on my best show just to not let you know how many times I've been here in my head. You're messing
And cut.